A very good morning to everyone. I, Saima Sheikh, lecturer in Department of Information Technology, welcomes back all of you on the second day of Techsar-2021. We are glad to announce that we have followed all the COVID-19 protocols suggested by the government of Maharashtra while performing all the events. Participants have maintained discipline and dignity of the event, and the same will be continued even for today. We are very much happy with the response which we have received for the event. So let's move forward with the same enthusiasm today and have a blast. So our schedule of today will be as follows. Starting with tech debate at 10 a.m. followed by Clash Royale at 11:30 a.m. which will be working in parallel with Mini Militia. Then we will be having IT exhibition at quarter to 2 followed by Logo Quiz at 3 p.m. Later on, we will be having PES 2021 at 3:30 p.m. and finally, we will be concluding our Techsar with valedictory speech at 4 p.m. I would also like to introduce our judge for Tech Debate and IT Exhibition, Mr. Parag Masram sir. He is working as faculty in Department of Zoology, Elphinstone College, Mumbai, as well as coordinator of NSS scheme, National Service Scheme of University of Mumbai, as well as Homi Bhabha State University. The young, dynamic, enthusiastic personality is very popular among students. He is always helpful for our departmental work. We are very much thankful to Mr. Parag Masram sir for accepting our invitation. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, fine.
ये किस चीज़ की साउंड है? हेलो आर्य, हेलो हेलो मैम, एक काम कर लो, अपने इंस्टीट्यूट से करो, इससे करो, तब इससे करो, इससे एंडिंग करो।
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am, I'm say positive point ना. ना WhatsApp पे positive है.
नहीं, मेरे को पॉजिटिव है, मुझे पॉजिटिव मिला था। यस यस।
मैम मेरे को positive मिला है WhatsApp पे मतलब लिखा है. 1 minute.
हाँ, मेरे को पॉजिटिव पॉइंट्स मिले हैं ना, मगर मैंने तो पॉजिटिव प्रिपेयर किया है। देख लो ना, आप व्हाट्सएप पे चेक कर लो एक बार। या फिर आपके लिस्ट में चेक कर लो, देखो किसको पॉजिटिव मिला है। किसका सुनो मत, आप खुद चेक करके बता दो।
मैम आदर्श शर्मा लिखा है मेरा, उसके बाद होगा नेगेटिव पॉइंट। हेलो।
Ma'am, I think we should first of all give one person a chance and give another person a chance. So first, who will like to speak?
I'll speak first. Mm. I mean, so people say that technology has played a very major role in tackling coronavirus pandemic, but I don't think so. The disease in its earlier week didn't trigger the alarm for artificial intelligence to track down the disease. Uh, the disease in its earlier weeks didn't trigger the alarm for IT capabilities to detect the disease that it would be a worldwide pandemic and wasted word over otherwise reputed for high medical infrastructures suddenly catch sort of readiness. And everyday human lives are being counted as how many are infected and how many are dead. This could create a blockchain of this could create a chain of fear and could impact the psychological thinking of world. So many expert has in last couple of years already stated that pattern impacts, and few of them have already started claiming that official real estate and casualties of the casualties in the real world are actually much casualties are affecting people's psychological thinking very much, and then there are mm, things like people things um, we have to shift from original classroom to a technological based classrooms like Zoom or the Google Meet platform which we are using currently is not a very good way of interaction between students and teachers because because of the disturbances and network problems and technical problems that occurs, and the technology has actually separated human beings which are the most social animals of the world and made them antisocial, something like that. So what are your points on that? Okay, Neeraj. Yes, I'm done. uh, I would add after he I would mm, actually negate Neeraj's points if you could speak some.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, okay. Topic was IT used in coronavirus. So, so many months after 1 year was ago, there was a lockdown, and more people was facing many problems because factories, companies, and transporting every was it's not do. So the servicing man, furniture man, they were not do work in home and sit at home, but the IT people means they do in company IT work, coding works. They can do work in home, but the furniture man they not go out. They not work in home because they work in your hand. So the climate was very clear in lockdown because factory was not and vehicles was not used in. So the stars was look when in city area because when there is not lockdown, then the star was not looking because the uh, factories factories on and vehicles on. So we can't look star in city area. So when lockdown was there, then the all thing was not doing. Then star was looking very nicely because the lockdown, and who was not do to means the factory People was work at home, and he was experience and face some problem also. That's it.
So how does that supports the idea that technology is good in the sense of this pandemic?
They
How
are
does
face this problem also, but they are they also do, and we get experience how to do and what to do
so do
in
you agree
lockdown.
that social media has created anxiety and psychological problems for people,
Both problem also and useful also.
but more you are more falling towards the problematic sides?
Both positive we are in IT. There was positive point, positive also and negative also.
You are
You're
talking
not
about
supposed to
how people are
Neeraj,
working from home.
Neeraj,
Uh,
you're not
Yes.
supposed to ask each other questions. You
do
have to
you
put forward your points. Don't ask
Okay.
each other questions. Put
Okay.
forward your point. What do you want to say? एक दूसरे को क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछने हैं आपने. You have to put your points.
Okay, sir.
so you were saying that IT sector has helped people from working from their home.
Sir was say we not do
How
answer.
that?
We not say question anybody. So please.
अमीनुद्दीन
Okay, so we
क्वेश्चन नहीं
should
पूछना है
wait.
उनको. आपको आपका पॉइंट रखना है. डोंट आस्क हिम व्हाट ही वांट्स टू से. यू टेल व्हाट यू वांट टू से. You say what your point of view. He'll explain his point of view. आप एक दूसरे को क्वेश्चन मत पूछिए.
Okay, so
अपना अपना
I
पॉइंट रखिए.
should ask for. So, I would like to add some points here too. As Neeraj said that the work from home facility is very helpful in this situation. I don't think so. Actually, working from home could be very stressful. Because sitting in front of a phone for hours could be degrading for your mind and psychological stuff. Okay, that's all.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am is useful because useful also because the light bills and the land or rent, everything was saved, and the worker employees are do work from home, and his experience also when the office was not in there means when Mumbai the rain was rainfall, then the roads are fully full in water, then the employees are sit in home and work also, because the in lockdown he has experience what I have to do what I have to do in work from home. That's a benefit also. That's it, man. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we are doing.
Okay, ma'am.
मैम. हाँ मैम. uh, हाँ हाँ मैम. Would like you to give me some criteria of marking, like clarity of topic, language, or something like that. ऐसा कुछ रखना है क्या? How can I just, you want me to give them points, numbers? नहीं नहीं, topics and the names I have. I want you to give me the criteria of marking. Means what all criteria have you decided? Uh, नहीं नहीं नहीं, जैसे हम लोग एक पैरामीटर रखते हैं ना कि उसके टॉपिक का क्लैरिटी कितना है, हाउ इज ट्राइंग टू, हाउ इज एबल टू एक्सप्रेस हिज आइडिया. लैंग्वेज का थोड़ा सा पॉइंट रखना है. कि- वैसा मैं बोल रहा हूँ, ऐसा कोई क्राइटेरिया. हाँ, नहीं पर हम लोग ऐसे क्राइटेरिया रख देते हैं बच्चों के लिए कि आपका क्लैरिटी है, लैंग्वेज होना चाहिए प्रॉपर और क्लैरिटी होनी चाहिए, ताकि वो जो भी उसका पॉइंट है, जो भी उसका पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है, वो प्रॉपर एक्सप्लेन करे। उसके मार्क्स सकते हैं मैम। नहीं तो क्या हो रहा है, वो एक दूसरे को क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं। अब वो क्वेश्चन मतलब, हाँ तो नहीं नहीं, क्वेश्चंस मत पूछने दीजिए इनको, अपना अपना पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू रखने, नहीं तो झगड़ा करेंगे ये लोग। ठीक है। हाँ चलेगा।
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I think Rahul left. Only four people can.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. My point is, my topic is that why there is a and technology does not improve quality of people's lives. So, first I'll like to tell ki what I mean by what is quality of life. So first, quality is something which is like happiness, comfort, and health. So if there is something which is improving your happiness, health, and comfort, then you can say that it is something which helps you, which is good in quality. So my point is that it does not technology at so many level does not help us to improve quality of people's life because there is so much access to information which we have in our hands. So because of that, it is too easy for us to matlab, have many information. So it is good, but at the same time it is bad also because as a human we 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 choose we have something to have tendency to choose something which is comfortable. So since technology is something which give us instant gratification, and we are used of something which gives us gratification at the moment. So because of that we are used to that. So technology is something which is very good at giving gratifications instantly, which is not good for us because as a human we improve when we work on something for a long time. We doesn't improve by just just doing something for a little bit time. So because of technology we choose something which we don't really, which don't improve us, we just do it because of gratification. So it is not good for us in a long run. At the moment we feel gratification, but in a long run it doesn't make us, it doesn't improve our life quality. And at the same time, yes, Rahul, do you have any point or should I keep going?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, technology can improve our day-to-day life. Because of technology, we are able to take online classes in nowadays in great situation of coronavirus. Technology is improving our day-to-day life in medical science. In ancient period, we cannot able to open heart surgery, but now we can able to open heart surgery, and we will make life. We are securing the people life because of technology. Technology is very good for people.
I don't think I don't think so. There is some part of it which is beneficial for human, but at the same time, as a human, there was one study which I was reading. It is about human brains, since we are Homo sapiens, and there was one study which is done where, as a Homo sapiens, there is one part of our brain which is called as neocortex, and it was developed 200 years ago. So, but when study is done, the part size of that neocortex is same as it was before 200 years ago. So, and that part of brain is responsible for making high level choices like languages and all. It is responsible for the human to make learn languages and whatever there is something which is high level. So since it is same in size as 200 years ago, so before 200 years ago, as a Homo sapiens, we didn't have access to technology. So we used to be dependent on we have to fight for our survival. We weren't habitual of choosing something which was good for us in a long run. So we used to choose whatever was good for us in a short term. But right now, because of technology, we have access to it at in our hands, so we don't have to worry about our survival. But at the same time, since our brain is like that, so it chooses something which gives us instant gratification. So we feel good at the moment while using it, but in long run, it doesn't help us. It just gives us gratification, but it doesn't improve us. And since humans are so attached to the technology, we are attached to that gratification. We don't really uh, improve our lives. It makes us sad, and because there were so many posts which are available online, people are comparing themselves with other people's life, and it end up making them really unhappy, and it also is not good for them. Matlab, if you are it is not real whatever other people is posting online. It is not reality. They are just filtering it, or they are just posting good parts of their lives, and they are not showing what is behind all that,
Vishal,
behind the
Vishal,
scenes.
Vishal, excuse me.
Yes.
Let Rahul also put his point.
Okay, sir.
And can I speak? Vishal, very good. We
Thank
know
you.
knife we use in our home to cut vegetable and fruit. We know that. But criminal are use that for crime. But we have to focus on only positive points. I
No,
know
no.
the technology have issues also, but we can focus only positive things. Like we earlier know that uh, in that day the heavy rainfall in having in this area because of technology. And the mental stress people like they are sitting alone in home. They are happy because of technology. They are using some watching the comedy videos and like that because of technology. They are happy. That's why we have to focus only the positive things of technology, not negative things.
Yeah, I got your point. I agree. We should focus on positive point of things, but we are here to discuss what I believe and what you believe. So we have some point to discuss. So that's why I'm telling negative points also. So as you said, ki it gives us happiness, but I believe that it doesn't give us happiness. It just give us instant gratification. We feel good for just a moment, but it doesn't really makes us happy. Happiness is something which 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 we feel complete in moment. We don't want to change it. Like it is complete, it is meaningful. But when you use social media, you feel good at some moment, but if you get addicted to it, and it does make you happy in long run. Yes, you do feel good at some point, but that is not real happiness according to me. Matlab, cause it doesn't satisfy you. It just makes you happy for a little bit moment, but if it doesn't improve your life in any manner, then how can it make you really happy?
Her point is right, but the people have thinking different ways. You think different way, I think different way, another people think different way. If you don't use social media because you don't like social media, but the some people they got happiness because of social media and they are surviving in our world because of social media. That's a good. They are surviving because of social media.
No,
And
I don't think so. Cause people used to survive before technology also. So I don't think so. That is a valid point.
yeah, but if you think you're wasting our time in social media, you are right. But good students are watching out always good things in social media. Like we are watching in YouTube videos of knowledge like online classes, any chapter because of technology. And we are using social media for in some pages are coming so whole of information like GK means general knowledge and current affair means GK like who is our ministers in our India because of technology we know every that easily and technology makes life easy. We have to only focus good good and positive things of technology.
Yeah, I got your point. There are so many positive points of technology also, but majority of people what they like doing. If you'll observe most of students, they don't study major because they have access. As I told before that as a human we are used to that instant gratification. We don't have ability. Matlab, we don't often choose something which gives us satisfaction in long run. We are our brain is like that we want instant gratification. We want something which makes us feel good and happy at you know right now fast. So because of that most people don't choose that option to study. And yes, there are people who do choose that, but most of majority of people they what they do is they watch something which makes us happy, like Instagram. They will use Instagram, they'll use YouTube videos and all. So yeah, so how majority of people don't do that, like they do something which makes us happy, uh, which makes them happy at the moment, but in long run it is not beneficial for them.
Yeah, Vishal, but if you think in offline class also the students which are the teacher is taking lecture but they are not looking that there and they are talking with each other and in online section also doing same but in online section also in offline section also the same students that don't study but we have to focus that the student who want to study in online and social media because of
Okay, so yeah, I got you. What you're trying to say is that it is in our people's hand what they choose. Okay, I got your point. But the thing is that, as I said you, that there is one part of our brain, neocortex, which developed 200,000 years ago, and that part is, it has habit to choose something which gives us happiness in right now, like, but it is not good for us in long run. So it not entirely is their fault, because there is brain like that. Their brain is like that. So okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, Vishal.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Rahul. Have a great day.
Same to you.
मैम इनको टाइमिंग देते हैं क्या? ओके, नहीं नहीं ऐसे करते हैं. ओके.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Is it necessary?
Okay. A very auspicious morning to one and all present here. I am Master Ramanja, studying in FIGC Commerce in Elphinstone College. I am very glad to get this opportunity to give my point of view on online education. I think during this COVID-19 pandemic, worldwide around 1.2 billion of students have been affected through this pandemic, and uh, as we can say that online education is a source from which they can continue their learning without any obstacles. I think positive side of online education is you can study from wherever you want. It reduces the traveling time that students used to go. The students who come from far away to different educational institutes for their studies, they don't have to go anywhere. They will save their times and they will use in their good source of work. I think online education has increased the more adaptability, and I think that this online education has a very bright future in India because of the accessibility. Around 70 to 80% people in India are using smartphones and they are using internet, so it is easily accessible to the children. It is efficient. It increases accessibility of time. It is affordable and improve the student attendance. So I think it is a really nice it is a really nice step that students are able to join online education and they can continue their study.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
So,
Yeah,
should I start?
yeah.
Okay, good morning to one and all. This is Mehman Simon from Women Women's College, and I am glad that you have given me the opportunity to speak about the traditional learning in this era, COVID-19. Uh, I want to speak first that online education is less effective than in-person learning because it requires public speaking between teachers and student, group project between students, their presentation and relationship with professors. Because it is necessary to have a conversation or communication between teacher and students to build their verbal and communication skill. Traditional education helps students build their life skills while they acquire knowledge due to traditional learning. There is a lack of student motivation because they have to stay tuned to their screen continuously by hours and hours, and it causes their health issues. The parents are also concerned because they need mobile phones and internet connectivity. This can also cost high. So due to this online learning, I don't prefer, and student can't get motivated. They use social media while getting the online classes. There is a lack of interpersonal skill development while the online classes are going on. The students required a concentration, and they don't give due to this era. Students can't give their concentration properly to the points the teachers are teaching. Then there is a I said that they required a lot of internet connectivity properly and the mobile phone. The some areas in the India, the students don't have their mobile phones. They can't attend their online learning or education. They need to go to school. That is the best way, I think. That's it.
um, can I give a response? uh, yeah, ma'am. Actually, in India, compared to other countries, the accessibility of internet and smartphones are way cheaper. And she was telling
But
that
there
in
are the
rural
some
areas,
places, but there are the some
the
places that don't have their students don't have their mobile phone. They are using their parents' phones, and the parents go to job or offices. So how come they can attend the lectures?
uh,
And first
I
of
think
all the teachers don't know that how to operate the mobiles and Google Meet and Zoom platform. They first require to train themselves. Then they will teach the students. and the exam mode is on the online, then they need to do the Google form. The IT students can do it, teachers, professors can do it, but the other faculty teachers, it's difficult for them to attend and or the take the lectures online.
Excuse me.
I think the
Excuse me,
online education is
participants.
not a new no concept.
Participants.
Yes, sir.
Aman
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Saima, I would request you both not to cut each other during one and speaking. Suppose if Aman is speaking, Saima don't cut him.
Okay,
If Saima is speaking, Aman don't cut her.
okay,
Let
okay,
let
Okay.
them finish their point, and once they are done with their point, you can put your counterpoint to them. Okay,
okay, sir.
don't cut their point. Okay, so we can have a
Okay, sir.
proper conversation. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Can I speak? Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Can I speak now? Okay. I want to say that the online education is not a new concept. Since 2019, there are almost the investment in online education and technology has been $18.66 billion in 2019, and after the pandemic, the world is looking forward to the online education as a future reference, because I think this online education field will be continued in the post-pandemic era also. Reason, there are according to research, the overall market for online education projected to reach almost $350 million by 2025. It is only because of the accessibility, and as she said that it I think it totally depends on the individual. We are here to speak about the process of education, not about the individual. I think all this depends the adaptability of teacher. It will increase by time. It will increase by time, and every student and teacher will interact with it and learn with new skills. I think that this digital platform has been way better than the offline education, and it is a more future oriented. We can see it as a bright future. So I think online
Okay,
education has a
Aman,
very bright future
I
in
think
India
you
and
should
all
let
over world.
Saima speak now because time is a
Okay.
little less.
Okay.
Saima, you can go on, please.
As Aman said, that teacher will require and have a conversation with students in the future. As COVID has become from last 1 year, so the teacher this is the high time for the teacher that they have learn or not. That depends on them. Improperly say that, but the students' interaction and the students' career is affecting here because the students do not concentrate on online learning as they compare to the traditional learning, because on the traditional learning the students interact with teacher, they ask their questions. In the online learning they sit, relax, chill, and they use social media backside. The teachers don't know what they are doing, or and they have to post their projects on the classrooms वगैरह. They have, मतलब उनको बोला गया है कि क्लासरूम पे पोस्ट करो, तो दे हैव द टाइम लिमिट, and while the traditional learning we have to submit by the time given, and the according to the attendance, and it has the technical issues like BI or many technical issues are there. Then manage screen time. The students can't concentrate on a single screen while hours and hours. The lectures has been going hours and hours. The students can cause their health issues. And as said, the teacher training, you have said that they will do in the future. Now it's becoming, it's had done a 1 year of COVID. So it's high time for that they should open the school or whatever the criteria is there. But I would prefer that students can go to school and colleges and attend their lectures. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, yeah, ma'am, done. But I want to correct her that she was again telling that the students are using social media instead of learning in their lecture. I before said that only that it depends on the individual. The online classes are uh, just to continue their education. If the individual is doing wrong, not all the format that all the education online education system is wrong. I think it is the adaptability, and we will soon adapt this, and it is a very future oriented. So I will end up with this. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. We can leave now. Right, today.
Okay.
Okay. ओके
ओके मैम, क्या क्या करना है, इनका मार्क्स कैसे करना है?